With a new Steven Spielberg movie just around the corner, I thought it'd be awesome to dig deep into another classic Spielberg movie, Jurassic Park. And I think this movie is an awesome picture of pride. Welcome to Durbania, I'm Durbin, and this is my theological analysis for Jurassic Park. We got a brand new Steven Spielberg movie coming out here real soon, Ready Player One, and oh, I hope it's good. So I decided I'd go back to a Steven Spielberg movie that I know is good, because it is one of my favorite movies of all time. And the fact that in a few months, we're getting another Jurassic Park movie anyway, it's just perfect. Any excuse I could dive into Jurassic Park, I'll take. Let's dive deep into Jurassic Park. Now, when you take a look at this movie, one of the best things about it is the awesome dinosaurs. That aside, that is incredibly true, by the way. No, one of the awesome things about this movie is what an amazing picture of pride it is. I mean, it's just a perfect illustration of the full destructive power of pride. I mean, we're all familiar with the Bible verse, pride goes before the fall. Pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before stumbling. The reason that verse is so famous is because we all know the truth of it. You know, pride has only one direction it can possibly go, and that direction is down. That direction is the fall. It is the spiral. It is the pain. It is the hurt. Pride only has one way it can go because that is pride's nature. And I feel like this movie illustrates that so well. The fact that pride looks so attractive, like a fish in the water, and there's the hook with the worm on it. The worm is attractive because that's dinner. And then all of a sudden it bites the hook and boom, it's hooked, and all that follows is destruction. So when you look at Jurassic Park, pride in this movie comes first as something incredibly attractive, majestic. And what blows my mind about it is how those graphics still hold up to this day. Gosh, it's just so flipping amazing. But just right there at the beginning of this movie, pride in all of its glory. There's the worm on the hook. We have the success of these dinosaurs existing. We have the majesticness of these dinosaurs being here. It's a magical experience. I felt that in 1993 when I saw this movie on the big screen, man. But then from there, it takes us to that very, very next layer. And it's a layer I think we're all familiar with because we all can find that very annoying. Because we all know that one person in our lives that absolutely has to be right about everything. Well, that's something that pride does. It belligerently has to be right.
I can tell instantly about people. It's a gift.
There's no unauthorized breeding in Jurassic Park.
The dinosaurs are breeding.
John Hammond and his scientists together just left no room for the fact that they could be wrong. They fully believed that they had thought of everything. They fully thought to themselves, we got this. What are you saying, Malcolm? Like, life finds a way? Seriously? Are all females just gonna breed? Seriously? So, like, there they are in their pride thinking they've got this. They think they're right. They think they've done everything right. And no matter what, it's like, that's that. They have to be right about it. Period. Which goes perfectly into the next level of pride, which is this. Completely unteachable.
How can you know anything about an extinct ecosystem? And therefore, how could you ever assume that you can control it?
When we have control again.
You've never had control. That's the illusion.
I mean, you look at all the mistakes in this movie, but mankind doesn't learn. There are, soon to be, 4 other movies where it's the same picture. They decided we learned from what's going on over here. They think they learned, but really they didn't, because they come over and other movies here now continue to make the same mistakes, even to the point of opening the dang park. This is the pride of man at work here, and you see it so much in this entire franchise, and you see it a lot in this movie. Belligerently have to be right and completely unteachable. Last but never least, pride is greedy.
And we can charge anything we want, $2,000 a day, $10,000 a day, and people will pay it.
The greed is uncontrollable, man, but you take that greed, you take that unteachableness, you take that need to be right, you take it looking attractive on the outside, all of these things can be wrapped up in this bow. Control. I mean, how many scenes in this movie do we go through where John Hammond thinks that he's in control and never learns? But then you have the whole flip side of this. Dr. Alan Grant. Now, if Hammond is kind of our pride person in here, I guess Dr. Alan Grant's more of our humble person in this. So what is humility? Is humility him going, well, I dig up dinosaurs, but you know, I'm not that gifted. I mean, no shucks. There's like 5 million people that are better than me. Is that humility? No. What was humility in Alan Grant's case? The dude knew he was a dinosaur expert. He operated in his strengths. He stepped into what he was really good at. And because he did that, he got him, Lex, and Tim through that park without being eaten alive by some dinosaur somewhere. The guy used his knowledge and he used his giftings and he used them to the best of his ability, and it saved their lives. That's not pride, man. That is humility, and that is stepping out in our strengths. So many times I think we just look at humility like so bad, and we think we have to be down on ourselves while we call everybody else golden gods. And that's not the case at all whatsoever. One of the best ways I heard humility put is this way: just being in agreement with God. So God says this: you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Well, then, is it prideful for you to believe that? Your Creator calls you that right now. God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son. You can word that God so loved you that he gave his one and only Son. Is it prideful for you to believe that? No, because it's just flat out true. You are valued, you are loved, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. To believe that and to step out into that confidence, that's not pride. That's humility. That's getting in agreement with the truth that God says about you. So what do we learn from Jurassic Park? Pride is a very attractive and sneaky thing, and that being a know-it-all and being completely unteachable leads to a lot of disaster and the repeating of the same mistakes over and over and over again. Greed, we all know that ain't good. And then finally, we can't control everything. Deep in our hearts, we know that even as we try to control things. In my life, I find that instead of trying to play God, that when I submit to God, he takes care of those things. He takes my anxieties, and I can breathe just a little bit easier. When you watch Jurassic Park, do you see a picture of pride and its cost and its consequences? Are you excited for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Let me know that in the comments. While you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian and hit the bell by the subscribe button. That way you're notified the very next time I drop another theological analysis, a movie review, a how they should have done that, or any other video that I do here on this channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you're notified when it drops. I'm Durbin. Thanks for checking out Durbania.